interface VLAN 1, the IP address is 10.1.1.2.10.1.21, and then /24. Okay, no shutdown. And let's go to the interface VLAN 2. In the interface VLAN 1 on the switch 2, interface VLAN 1, the IP address is 10.1.2.2/24. No shutdown. Don't forget, this port channel now is a member of the VLAN 1. Look at here, show VLAN brief, show VLAN brief, show us that this port channel now is a member of VLAN 1 because ETH11 and ETH12 are members of the VLAN 1. Let's check the connectivity between these two interface VLAN, starting in the switch 1, ping 10.1.2.2. This is the IP address of the switch 2's interface VLAN. Okay, after some second, yes, we have connectivity between these two interface VLAN. This is a layer 2, as you can see in the S code, layer 2 port channel, but we can configure also layer 3 port channel. Let me to configure the layer 3 port channel. If you need to configure layer 3 port channel, the first thing that you should do is configuring the interfaces, physical interfaces in the port channel to the no switch port. After that, the resulting port channel should be the, for example, layer 3 port channel. Let me to show you. Look at here. First, I'm going to remove the, for example, interface port channel 1 on the switch 1. No interface port channel 1 because this is a logical interface. And also in the NXOS2, we should remove no interface port channel 2. Now we don't have port channel. Look at here, show port channel 1. We don't show port channel summary. We don't have port channel in switch 1. And also show port channel summary. Show us that we don't have port channel in switch 2. Let me to check the status of interfaces, physical interfaces. Show run interface ETH11. It doesn't have any configuration, and then show run interface ETH12. Again, it doesn't have any configuration. Now we can configure ETH11 with the no switch port, and also ETH12 with the no switch port on both switches. ETH11 now is a routed port, and ETH12 also is a routed port. Let's go to the switch 2 interface ETH11 no switch port, and then interface ETH12, okay, no switch port. Now we can configure the port channel on these two interfaces, starting from the ETH11 of switch 1 with the channel group 1, interface ETH12 channel group 1, okay. After that, on the NXOS2, interface ETH11 with the for example, channel group 2, and interface ETH12 channel group 2. Okay, now we have a routed port channel. Show port channel summary can show us this port channel now is a routed. RU means the routed, but as you can see, the ETH11 and ETH11 now is in the shutdown status. Let me to enable it. ETH11 no shutdown. Okay, ETH12 no shutdown. ETH12 now is in up state. Let me to show you again. Do show, for example, interface. Do show port channel summary. Port channel summary. Yeah. Now we have the enable port channel RU. RU means routed port channel. And let's go to the NXOS2. In NXOS2, show port channel summary can show us that we have a routed port channel, but as you can see, both of these interfaces, the physical interface now is in down status. Let me to enable them. Interface ETH11 no shutdown, interface ETH12 no shutdown. Show port channel summary. Okay, now both of them are in up state, and finally the port channel now is up. And now we can configure one IP address on the port channel. Let me to show you. Interface port channel 1, because this is the routed port channel, we can configure IP address on it. IP address 1001/24, and then in the NXOS2 interface port channel 2, IP address 1002/24. Let me check the connectivity. Ping 1002. Okay, after some second we will have connectivity. Very good. As you can, let me to show you another feature, show IP interface brief. Now we have PO1, port channel 1, that is the routed port. This is so important that first you should convert the physical interface to routed port, and after that you can configure the port channel, and finally we have the routed port channel. Port channel can be layer 2 or layer 3. And the last things that I'm going to show you in this scenario is a useful feature. Look at here. You know that, for example, if we need to configure ETH11 and also ETH12 as a members of a port channel, for example, port channel 1, with the static method or some other method, okay, you should have the same configuration between these two interfaces. After the same configuration, you can use the channel group 1, for example, on both interface, and now these two interfaces are members of the port channel, or for example 1, okay, because the channel group number is 1. Another useful feature is that, for example, assume that we need to add one interface to this, for example, port channel interface ETH13 with some configuration. For example, this is a this have some configuration about the trunking, about the IP addressing, or some other features. If you use channel group 1, because this interface has other configuration and different configuration with the ETH11 and ETH12, you will receive one error message. And in that error message, it says to you that the configuration of this interface is different with the other interfaces, and it cannot be a member of this port channel. If you need to, for example, correct the configuration of the ETH13, we have one useful command, channel, okay, group 1 force. This means that please correct the configuration of ETH13 according with the configuration of the port channel 1. Okay, let me to show you. In this scenario, we have ETH11 and ETH12. Let me to, for example, configure ETH12 without the, for example, channel group command, interface ETH12. I'm going to export this interface from the channel group. No, okay, channel in the switch 1, no, channel group 1. Now the channel group 1 only has one member, show port, look at here, show port channel, okay, 1, show port channel, then 1 can, or summary can show us that now in this port channel only we have one interface, ETH11, show run interface ETH11, and ETH12 can show us that channel group 1 doesn't available in the ETH12. Okay, after that interface ETH12, as you know, as you can see, has no switch port command. Let me to change it to switch port. Now this is the layer 2 port, show run interface ETH11 and ETH12. Look at here, in ETH12 we have incompatibility with the ETH11. Let's go on the interface ETH12 again using this command, channel group 1. Look at here. It says me that you cannot use this interface for this channel. Why? Because the parameters on this interface doesn't compatible with the parameters on the port channel. If you need to override the port's parameters, you can use channel group number force command. Okay, it's so useful. And it says me if you need to learn about the compatibility parameters, you can use show port channel compatibility parameters. Let me to use channel, okay, channel group 1, then force on this interface. Now this interface is a member of the port channel, and after that show run interface ETH12 can show us that the configuration of the port channel now is available in this interface, and show port channel summary can show us that this port channel now, this interface ETH12 is a member of the port channel 1. It's a useful feature. Because of that, you can use the channel group force here if you need it. Channel group, okay, 1 or group number force.